To discuss this topic further, we are joined via telephone by Professor of Economics and Strategic Consultant Dr. Salah Alhammadi. Good afternoon, Dr. Salah, and after, of course, an extended welcome, can you tell us from your perspective, the U.S. President's recent visit to Saudi Arabia marked a significant milestone in bilateral relations. What were the key highlights of this visit?
Good afternoon to you, and thank you for having me. Well, the visit itself is more of a symbolic and strategic. One of the main highlights is reaffirming the strategic partnership between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia, especially in terms of energy security, regional stability, and economic diversification. Economically, I would say both sides discussed enhancing investment ties, particularly in clean energy, infrastructure, and technology. We look at, for example, Saudi Arabia Vision 2030 was a major focus with the U.S. offering cooperation in the area like digital transformation, AI, education, and innovation. I would say another key highlight also is, of course, defense and security cooperation. With the new agreement to modernize Saudi's military capability and enhance of course, the regional defense capability. I would say that the visit is more of rebalanced the relationship, not only focusing on oil, but also broaden the relationship toward a mutual strategic and economic interests.
Yes, so the United States has reiterated its commitment to the security of the Arabian Gulf amid a complex regional landscape. How do the current tensions in Gaza and the ongoing nuclear negotiations with Iran influence the priorities of this summit?
Yeah, very interesting. The summit takes place in high regional tension. The Gaza conflict from one side has increased the urgency for coordinating diplomatic response to, I would say, to de-escalate the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, while also managing the border regional narrative. At the same time, of course, the Iranian nuclear issue, of course, remain a core concern, not just in the Gulf region, but worldwide. Gulf countries are worried about Iran's regional policy with the nuclear issue, and the U.S. is under pressure to balance the negotiation with a strong commitment to the Gulf security. So as a result, the summit prioritize, I would say, includes strengthening the joint defense capability, enhancing intelligence sharing, and of course, creating a unified regional position on stabilizing and de-escalating. So therefore, the security and diplomacy are deep connected to economic confidence. Security or secure region, Gulf region, is essential in the global energy market and foreign direct investments. So the regional security is not just a political issue, it's also economics.
Indeed. Well, finally, Dr. Salah, the Gulf Cooperation Council is increasingly seen as a central player in regional and global affairs. In the context of this visit, what are the most notable indicators of its rising influence?
I would say that there are several indicators of the GCC rising global roles. Of course, if we look at the strategic investment power, looking at the Gulf sovereign wealth funds are among the most active globally. Their investment shape global markets from the Silicon Valley startup all the way to European infrastructure. Looking at the energy leadership, the GCC is playing a key role in global energy transition, balancing transition oil export with the investment in a renewable and hydrogen. Again, the GCC very strong in diplomatic mediation. The Gulf country like now Qatar and UAE are increasingly acting in mediators in the region globally, conflict, including the effort nowadays with Sudan and Gaza, economic diversification model, initiative like Saudi Arabia, NEOM, or the UAE as AI strategic position. The Gulf as forward-looking hub for innovation. So therefore, in that context, the U.S. visit, these indicators show that the GCC is no longer just a regional bloc, but it is more of an influential global partner with strategic voice in shaping global outcomes.
Well, thank you, Dr. Salah, for your insight. That was Professor of Economics and Strategic Consultant, Dr. Salah Alhammadi. Thank you.